All right, global relations. This one is mainly for you today. U.S. history, you guys have your tests, and actually some of you have already taken that. But in case some of you are still checking in for agenda stuff, I'll have this video up for you guys as well. Real quick, let's go over some of the news stories I could find that just weren't necessarily us and the coronavirus, which we've obviously talked a ton about. Um, I guess staying on that topic though, stories are coming out of Ecuador of it being pretty bad. In Ecuador, we had the chance to take our school trip there a few years ago. They have a lot of different varying levels of conditions. Some of their cities like Quito have some really beautiful areas, wonderful things going on, but there's also some very poor areas of Ecuador. And in some of those areas right now, there are more bodies than the government can take care of. So families are literally taking their loved ones who have died and placing them in the street and hoping that the government will pick up those bodies. Really sad what's going on there. All right, let's move on away from coronavirus for a little bit. Upper right-hand corner, that is a picture of a shipwreck from 1669. It should be revealed up there. Excuse my typos, I do the best I can. But in Maine, they've had the shipwreck that every now and then becomes, I guess, available to see because it's buried under the sand. But in certain storms, the storms will take away enough sand that suddenly the shipwreck is back. Well, a particular archaeologist figured out that the name of this actual ship, the Defiance, and that it actually dates back to the 1660s, so pre-Revolutionary War America, still around, available for you to see. Okay, last thing I found, looking for something a little bit more lighthearted. The happiness scale, you guys may or may not have heard that scientists do a yearly study and try to figure out what are the happiest countries in the world. To do that, they rank all sorts of different things, and Finland has won again. So the Finns apparently are the happiest people. I guess cold and reindeers make people glad. And when you look at that entire list, Finland, Denmark, Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, with the exception of Switzerland, you've got a lot of those Scandinavian countries, and of course Iceland in as well. So they must be doing something there. At least they're happy. All right, global people, you guys do need to continue the rest of that worksheet, and that is it. For those of you who are missing stuff, please make sure you get that done. And remember, if you're missing stuff, especially if it's gone in the grade book, don't just do it and expect that I'm going to look at those sheets every single day to see if you did something. You're going to have to email me to tell me that you actually did something. So email me what exactly you have done, and I will eventually get to that. But also keep in mind, if you've done something after I've graded it, it's not instantaneously going to be taken care of once you've done it late. I'll get to it, but don't expect a quick turnaround all the time. All right, thanks guys. Have a great weekend. Try to do something, I guess not school related. At least the weather is nice right now. Maybe you can help your parents out with the lawn.